What is up, guys? We're back in the magical world of Minecraft with another video for you today. And in this specific video, we will be covering the 1.10 version of Minecraft. Now, this video will probably be kind of short, so I've added in a little bit of fun stuff to do instead of just talking this time, to make it a little bit longer. And if you're wondering why the video would be short, is because 1.10 compared to 1.8 and 1.9 is itty bitty. So I've set up this. This is my laboratory. Welcome to Tyler Labs, presented by Tyler Corp. Tyler Corp is not responsible for death or dismemberment. I took that from FNAF, if you were wondering. If you require entry, please use security camera. Now, I can walk straight in. By the way, this is wired up with a whole bunch of command blocks. Here's a keypad. It's a custom head. And this is also a custom head. They're pretty cool. And the best part is, if somebody that's not me but just step on that pressure plate, they get teleported to my prison. But that tour's for another day. Now here is how my assistants would exit. So far, Popsy 2004 is the only one with an actual exit. And you know what? I'm not in survival. I wanted to show you that this elevator is actually survival friendly. You click that to get jump boost, and if you fall down here, there's hay bales and slime blocks so you don't take any damage. And as you can see from my hearts, that I am definitely in survival mode. And if you're wondering why I have regeneration, it's the beacon. And it's carpets. These are carpets with the hay bales and slime blocks and junk, so you don't take as much damage. And if we come over here, that's Project RAM, Control Center, and Warp Zone. Now, we're going to have to head over here. Now, I have 3 labs. A, B, and C are all set up. Now, there's something in Lab A that will change the course of Minecraft forever. So we're going to do that last. And we're going to head over to Zone B to start off. Now, over here, as you can see, we have some new mobs. Now, they look like a very familiar mob. This is actually a new variant of the skeleton. If he'll show his face, he is called a stray, and he replaces 80% of the skeletons that would spawn in cold general areas. He has some custom noises, and we're going to fight him in a second. And this is the husk, same thing, but he's a zombie, and instead of replacing, he replaces 80% of zombies in hot areas like deserts. So, I'll tell you what they do real quick. Husks give you hunger upon hitting you. Also, they're generally 2 pixels taller than your average zombie. You can see that he is hitting his head on that slab right there. So yeah, there's that. And strays shoot arrows of slowness and drop them too. So a good way to get tipped arrows without fighting the Ender Dragon. Of course, you can only get, slowness ones. And his drops are normal, but this guy does drop the slowness arrows, as I just said. So, we've also got this stuff right here is the new magma block, and you craft it with 4 magma cream. Here it is, and you actually take half a heart per second while standing on it. So, it's pretty dangerous. But, if you're crouching, you won't take damage. If you have, let's say, fire resistance, won't take damage. Hopping around. By the way, that button gave me fire resistance. And this fire resistance will run off momentarily. Or if you're wearing Frostwalker boots. And, okay. See? No damage. That's the 3. Those spawn by themselves. Or, I'll keep that on. Look nice. Those just spawn by themselves in the nether, in the lower areas near lava, and here's how you craft them with the magma cream. So they're kind of expensive, but cool. And then we have some Chumu decorational blocks, red nether brick, and nether wart blocks. Here's how you craft nether wart blocks. They're purely decorational, and they won't be found naturally. And red nether brick, I don't think is found naturally, and here's how you craft it, with some nether wart and nether brick. So now, if we move on over here, we have bone blocks, which I'll tell you how those would spawn in the world. But here's how you craft them. So I'll tell you how these spawn later. And stone bricks, that's how you craft that. There's not a stair, slab, or any of that variant yet, but something tells me there will be soon. So you're probably wondering, yes, I set up a trap. That villager there is going to take damage because he's on those magma blocks. It's pretty cool, right? So let me eat this cooked mutton, and let's fight ourselves a husk, which is the zombie variant. And let me hit him. See, if you look at my hunger bars, he gave me hunger. So let's finish him off. I have regeneration on and diamond boots, but he's really just like a slightly stronger zombie. And we also have a slightly, what? That might be a mistake. You know what? I'm not the best with command blocks, and I spawned these guys in so they wouldn't ever despawn. But at least he dropped an area of slowness to prove my point. But what's supposed to happen is he was supposed to have a bow, and he shoots slowness arrows too. That's just a mess up with command blocks. Super sorry, guys. I'm just not the best with command blocks. So sorry. And so I'm pretty sure we've covered everything in this room now. So let's close up Testing Lab B and move on to Testing Lab C. Now, in here we just have some facts that I've put in signs so I can remember. There's now an even larger variant of the giant mushrooms called huge mushrooms, which will sometimes spawn in the place of giant mushrooms. You can now find fossils randomly scattered underground, which are like these little structures made out of those bone blocks made from the bone meal that I showed you a minute ago. Gold mines. Now you can find a new structure in mesa biomes, which are like the canyon things with the clay everywhere, called the gold mine. And it's basically an abandoned mine shaft, but it has dark wood, like dark oak, and it's really cool because there's a surplus of gold everywhere. Villages now come in a taiga variant, and they but not a mega taiga or anything like that, just taiga, keep that in mind. And the taiga variant uses spruce wood for their building. Now, if you fish up a item with your fishing pole, and it'll pull it to you, so that's pretty cool. Magma cubes are more common. Wolves now don't despawn. Now, don't get that confused with dogs. Like untamed wolves won't despawn anymore. So if you find a pack but don't have any bones on you, you could leave the chunk and come back and still be wolves, which is great. Endermen now spawn in the nether. Now, you're probably wondering what these new blocks are, and these are all, even though they look different, these are all classified as the structure block. And it's so deeply complicated and complex that I couldn't possibly explain them to you in the short time that I have. So, I'm gonna not. But just know that there are 4 different types, and what they generally do is they summon structures. They're mostly used for map making. I could fill up an entire video explaining to you how they work. I barely know myself. I'd have to look a bunch up. But for now, just gaze at their beauty and know that they're very complicated. Okay, now that's Testing Lab C figured out. Time to move on to Testing Lab A. Now, behind this door is the most amazing creature you will ever witness in Minecraft. Behold, the magnificent, the great, probably the only thing anybody cares about in 1.10, the polar bear. Look at this beautiful little man. I'm calling him Jeffrey. I don't know if somebody already has a polar bear named Jeffrey. That's just popped in my head. So don't go, hey, you stole my polar bear's name, because I didn't. It just popped into my head. Okay. And let me get some diamond armor, and we are going to, you know what, I already had boots. Fancy boots. Put these back in here. We're going to fight Jeffrey. So let's enter his cage ever so carefully. Now, he should actually be calm right now because he's not aggravated. If we were to hit him, he'd go nuts. But the cool thing is with their AI is they might not hunt you down if you're just being cool around them. But if they have a baby that they needed to protect, they'd go crazy. Okay, he's gonna come get us. Oh, did you see that attack? He gets up in the air and he starts nailing us down, and the baby will go run for cover too. Does he really hit that? This can't be fair. Let me take some of this off. Make it a little bit harder. Okay, don't die. I'm sorry, little baby. And he drops raw fish upon death. Now, just as something fun, wonder how many polar bears I could defeat before dying with no armor. Okay, hang on. Ooh, gosh. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. I barely got out of there, actually. Ooh, you're gonna try to hit me through the walls, aren't ya? That won't work for me. Okay, yeah, they're angry. I can't hit. You can't hit me. Ha 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 ha. Well, anyways, that is pretty much all there is to 1.10. I mean, the only even remotely major thing I would say is the polar bears. But then again, this update did come out pretty early. It'll be the same thing with 1.11. We shouldn't get too much, but it'll be only like 2 months, so in between, instead of like a year or so. So that's pretty much it. I mean, we got a lot of bug fixes that I didn't mention. I mean, I could go on forever and ever on what they fixed, but I was just gonna say what they added. Okay, so I probably missed something. If I did miss something, I'm either being a dummy or I just didn't care enough to put it in because I didn't think it was interesting. So I mean, sorry if I did miss something. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed my laboratory that I built. I'm planning to do more tours. I have this whole thing planned out in my head. It's really cool. And let's go outside with our jump boost. That's perfect. Ooh, it's dark out. I'm gonna stay inside. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one, and bye! Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Bye!